Hi, this is Carmen Preciado talking, and I am interviewing my daughter Lucy and my son Luke about adoption. We are hoping to use this video to help everyone understand how important and how wonderful international adoption is, specifically as it relates to adopting older children. In China, when a child turns 14, they lose their chance to ever be adopted. It's incredibly sad. It doesn't matter if a family is in process to bring them home. The family has to be in China before the child's 14th birthday, finalizing it to be able to bring them home. Lucy, how old are you?
I'm 12.
You're 12. How old were you when Mommy and Daddy went to China to bring you home?
11.
You were 11. Luke, how old are you?
9.
You're 9. How old were you when Mommy and Daddy went to China to bring you home?
8.
You were 8. Okay. Lucy and Luke, I want to ask y'all some questions, and I want you to tell us how you feel or what you think about it, okay?
Okay.
Okay. What does it feel like now to have a forever mommy who loves you, me, and a forever daddy who loves you? What does that feel like?
Happy.
It's happy. Luke, how does it feel to have a mommy and daddy that love you forever and ever and ever?
Feels good.
It feels good. What did it feel like when you were in China and you were waiting on me and Daddy to come bring you home? Were you scared? Were you excited? Were you
Scared.
nervous? Were you happy?
Scared and nervous.
Scared and nervous. Why were you nervous?
Well, because I didn't think we wouldn't come here when we did. I think it's fake.
Oh, I'm so sorry. So you were scared and nervous because you didn't think it was actually going to happen? You thought it was pretend? I'm so sorry. Well, we most certainly came for you, and now you're with us forever and ever. Lucy, how did it feel for you when you were waiting on me and Daddy to come bring you and Luke home?
I was so sad, but sometimes
You were so excited, but sometimes...
it's really scary. Sometimes, but right now I'm okay.
Okay. Yeah, it was very exciting and very scary. I understand that because y'all didn't know any English at all when we came to bring you home. Well, now you know English. You know really good English now. How do you feel about your friends that are still in China? How do you feel about like Shai and Foster, your friends that are still in China, and some of the kids?
I miss them so much.
You miss them.
Billion years.
You miss them like a billion years worth. How does it make you feel to know that they are waiting on a forever mommy and forever daddy who love them to come bring them home?
I don't think they are doing that. I don't think.
Well, yeah, they don't have a mommy or daddy working to bring them home yet, but they could. But how does it make you feel to know that they don't have anyone working or trying to bring them home right now? Does it make you sad to think that they're still waiting, or?
It makes me feel good.
You're being silly.
I didn't understand.
You didn't understand the question? Well, okay, so think about it. So, Foster and Shai are still in China, and they're still living with the foster mommy and foster daddy that y'all lived with. And then y'all are with us in a loving home. So how do you feel knowing that they don't have big love mommy and big love daddy like you do now? Do you think they're sad, or?
I think they feel so sad.
So sad. I remember when we were trying to help find a family for Shai. Yeah, we were hoping to find a family for her. How old is Shai?
10.
No.
She's 10, 11.
She's 10 and she turns 11.
Okay, so she's a little bit younger than Lucy.
No. I go to China.
When we were in China, Cheyenne was 10.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
It's same.
Yeah, she was.
Okay. Well, this is real live sibling argument here, live. Okay, well, let's talk about the other children there. So Shai still has time to be adopted because she's not 14 yet. But what about the children who are about to turn 14, and then once they turn 14, they cannot be adopted anymore? How does it make you feel to think about the little boys and girls in China who are about to turn 14 and don't have families?
It makes me so want to cry.
Yeah, it is. It really is very sad. Lucy, how does it make you feel?
I feel the boy girl is 14-year old,
Mm-hmm.
but they want to go America to love mommy, love daddy, but
Mhm.
they can't. But
Yeah.
they're really sad.
Yeah, they want to go to America where there's a love mommy and love daddy, but they can't. It makes them sad. It is very sad. It's very young to lose a chance to have a loving mommy and loving daddy forever. It's very young. What about the little children who are about to turn 14 and they have a family, a loving mommy and loving daddy in America that want to bring them home, but those families have to go as fast as they can to make sure they can bring them home in time? That's pretty scary, isn't it? Yeah. So there's a little boy, and he's in China, and he's going to turn 14 in just a few months. But his family is having to hurry and go as fast as they can with all their paperwork and trying to raise money to pay for all the fees of like flying out there for airplanes and staying in hotels while they're there.
Why your friend wants to bring in her if they don't have enough money to fly airplane?
That's a good question. They want to bring him home because they love.
They don't have it because they have love and they don't have any kids.
Well, they do have children, but they have children and they still have lots of love, and they know that love is more important than money, and they believe that God loves adoption, and God loves it when we help each other. And that's like when mommy and daddy were working to bring you two home. We had a lot of people who helped us raise money for like our airplane tickets and our hotel tickets to bring you home because they love adoption too. And so this family loves their son so much and they love God so much that they just trust that God will help them and that other people who love adoption will want to help this boy come home before he turns 14. And so they are going very, very, very fast. What is something that you want to say about having a family now? How does it make you feel to have a family now? What do you want to say about love and family?
It feels good because mom and daddy sometimes give us by ourselves and sometimes surprise us to something and sometimes
So he sometimes buy you stuff and sometimes surprise you with things.
and sometimes we wish we had this and the wish sometimes comes true.
Yeah, that's right. Lucy, how does it make you feel now to have a mommy and daddy like that will love you forever and ever and ever?
First thing,
Mhm.
I love the big family here.
Mhm.
It's love together, have 2 dogs, 1 cat, and I'm really excited. I have big family together, and I have the family eat dinner together, play together as surprise, and make a happy the family.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
we have our
So
own home, and we have our own toy, and we have our own new toy, and we have our own room, and we can watch TV whenever we want.
So Lucy loves the family time. She loves doing dinners together and family activities together. And Luke loves the family home and having his own bedroom and his own toys and everything else that a typical child who grew up here in America would have. He loves having. So it's very nice to have.
And when it's my birthday, James surprised me bicycle, which is my
Well,
dream.
it's not really a surprise if you know it's coming, buddy.
Which is my dream
Mm-hmm.
is for the grown up.
Mm-hmm.
Probably is.
Now, sometimes when boys and girls, they come home to their loving mommy and loving daddy forever in America, sometimes when they come home, they still have sadness because there were very sad and scary things that happened in China while they were waiting. What is something you want to tell other mommies and daddies who are trying to bring home their son or daughter? What do you want other mommies and daddies to know if their son or daughter comes home and has big, big, big sadness? What do you want to tell the mommies and daddies about the big sadness?
Maybe know it, like scary here.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you sleep in you yourself, really scary noise.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what thing is really sad. Scary here in the dark now.
How can the mommies and daddies help their sons and daughters when they come home and there's big sadness and big scary?
I know.
How can the mommies and daddies help?
I know.
Yes?
Mommy and Daddy can eat things sweet, and Mommy and Daddy, whenever the kids say I would let Mommy and Daddy can let that when it is not expensive.
Okay, so mommies and daddies can show love by buying treats and little happies for them. Lucy, how else can mommies and daddies show love to the little boys and girls that come home that have big sadness and are really scared? How else can the mommies and daddies show love?
I think the boy is scary, but Daddy might say it's okay. It's not scary anymore. We're family together.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not monster here, but you are safe, Daddy, Mommy.
So it's very good and helpful if mommy and daddy just remind their son or daughter that they're safe here and that you're a family and it's going to be okay. We just need to remind you all that you're safe and it's okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's very good advice. It's very good advice. Right. Well, so the little boy that the family is trying to bring home, his name is going to be Isaiah.
Isaiah.
Yeah,
I
that's.
heard that name before.
Yeah, well, that name's in the Bible too. And so we just really want to ask everyone to pray for Isaiah's family. And we want to ask everyone just to pray in general for the other children in China who are older and will lose a chance at having a loving mommy and daddy when they turn 14. Because we want every child to have a family, right? We don't want any children left in China without families, do we? No.
It's really sad moment,
What?
but it's a long story.
Mm-hmm.
If the girl boy is 14-year-old, but they want to come to America, they can't. But they're really old.
Yeah, it's very sad that when they turn 14, they can't have loving mommy and loving daddy in America anymore. So we want to help as many of those older children as we can, don't we?
We can help the Chinese the girl boys.
Yeah, we can help the Chinese girls and boys. Yes, Luke?
If American people took not all China's kids.
Well, well, America's not the only country that adopts children from China. There are other countries that do. But of course, most of Mommy's friends are in America because that's the country we live in. But we do, we want to see every child with a family. And sometimes adoption is the way that children get families. And that's who we want to help right now. This video is talking about adoption because it can be scary for everyone. It can be scary for the children. It can be scary for the adults. And so we just wanted to share a little bit about our adoption. How long have y'all been home?
10 months.
10 months. We came home in June, actually June 26th of 2015. And we came home with not very much English at all. And now both children, as you see, speak wonderful English. And it'll be a year the end of this June. And we still talk about Luke and Lucy's friends that they grew up with in China, Shai, Foster. I think Ian has a family now.
No.
Ian doesn't?
Yeah.
I think he family, then his family, there's one hen, then his family, one hen.
Okay, so he had a family coming for him, and then they got in China, and you think they changed their mind? Well, that's something else we want to pray about. We want to pray that God brings families to China to bring their sons and daughters home and love them forever and ever, even if it's scary and even if it's hard. Right? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Thank you, Luke and Lucy, for talking to me about it. And is it scary now, or is it awesome and cool now?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool, because I can get a bicycle.
Yeah, that bicycle is what makes it awesome. Okay, I agree. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.